what could be challenging about training dogs while in Alaska? Colossal mammals and chanting protesters, those should be no problem. But how will Veronica do while being left alone for the first time without a crate? And do you remember Inertia's resource guarding issues? We'll see how she manages when Veronica gets really close. For everything dog training, subscribe to our channel.
The best way to train a dog is really just to be consistent with them and work with them just a few seconds at a time here and there. Sometimes it's easy to run out of ideas. It's always nice to have a little bit of extra motivation. I mean, this really is the crowning feature of every pup box, the training card. I love how they give you detailed instructions on how to train drop it or give. You also get tips on teeth cleaning and dental care. Here you get really good information about what a dog is going through when they're going through adolescence and how some of that, quote, rebellious behavior can be explained. And they don't just send you the advice and say good luck. You get actual supplies relevant to your dog's age, like good treats to train them with. And since this is her birthday box, we even get a birthday cake. Hey, you want a birthday donut? Let's see if we can teach you how to hold a donut. Get it. Let go. Yes, get it. See how that squeak really gets her engaged and interested? Let's blow out the candle, ready? Who cares about training? Training a structured game of tug of war can be so beneficial when you're training a dog like Veronica. Pup Box is such a great option for increasing your dog's quality of life, which is really what it's all about. If you want to try Pup Box, you can get half off your first box when you sign up at pupbox.com/Zak. I'll have a link below.
We've made it to our summer home in Alaska, and the dogs like to immediately make us fully aware of that fact.
Moose out here. Can you spot it?
It's a pretty normal occurrence to see a truck-sized moose outside of our window, but I think the dogs need to readjust. And you'll know how much I like to take advantage of these opportunities to test Inertia's training. In this case, I want to see how compliant she is when that giant animal is first kind of far away and then gradually closer to us.
Relax. We're not going to bark like that. Come. Now, this is interesting. The moose is becoming very aware of Inertia, kind of checking in with her. Because remember, wolves are a natural predator of moose. Good girl. We're going to be quiet. It's really important to be aware of what your dog is smelling. She's using her nose, you can see. And I like that. I like that she's learning how moose smell. Well done. Good girl. We're so fortunate to be able to be in a position to give Inertia exposure to moose. We have 2 layers of protection, obviously. The fence there and the balcony here. There's no real danger. So I want to go down there and look while I'm coming downstairs to go outside. The moose is the most dangerous animal in Alaska. And I'm scared and I'm going to leave the door open. I don't want flies to get in, but I also don't want to lock myself out. You know what? Deal with the flies. Whoa. Hey, moose. We recently had a bear come just right here too, on the same exact corridor.
Everything's looking stable here, and since I put in the work over the last 3 years of training with Inertia, I'd like to proof her obedience and see how she does in this relatively controlled situation. Better to practice like this than to encounter a moose at super close range with no fence between us and the wild, after all.
Check it out. That's okay. Inertia, come, heel. Okay, fine, big stretch. Then give me a heel, okay? Come on. Good. This is something I've been trying to do when I see some type of wild animal and she gets thrown off. Just really practice on getting her attention on me. I've been doing this her whole life, and it's not like she's not gonna stop acknowledging animals, but she's gotten so much better on getting under threshold. Because here she's clearly looking at the moose. Okay, come. Well done. I am so proud of you. Another day in Alaska. We said we would never walk in this neighborhood in the summertime when we first got this place. Bear spray. We're taking our first walk of the season. This is a little park right here. It's called Bear Tracks Park. In Alaska, when they call something Bear Tracks, they mean it. They're not trying to be cute. But it's a nice little park. You can go sit on that bench, wait and see a bear. The reason I'm talking about bears so much is because literally there was one in front of our house this morning. Since I've driven across the continent and camped all over the place in the woods, I'm getting a bit braver. Perhaps it's a false confidence.
We are about to venture into a highly challenging training environment with Veronica. And throughout this experience, it should be clear what's working and what still needs quite a bit of work.
So it should be an interesting day today. We're doing a socialization bit for Veronica, but more importantly, we're out here standing up for women's rights. Combining two things we care very deeply about.
I did see a lot of dogs out there.
We are in Anchorage, Alaska. The protest is getting organized over here. We're still bringing her with us a lot, trying to get her out and about. This was a dog-friendly protest.
I think I want to go kind of far back because she's never seen a group of protesters before.
That's a really good idea.
While Veronica has had plenty exposure to people and dogs throughout her short life, she hasn't necessarily had exposure to people being loud, shouting in unison, and other qualities that create a unique contextual experience. In the spirit of training our dogs to listen to us everywhere, we must train in various environments often.
So with a crowd like this, you're thinking it would be better, yeah, let's just start here, let her take it in for a little while. No need to go quickly.
Well, yeah, because she's never seen this many people and they all are going to chant in unison sometimes, and that's weird for her, you know?
Yeah, right. That's a really good point.
Protocol here will be to gradually introduce Veronica to this energetic crowd from a distance, slowly, and then hopefully we'll be able to get into the protest march and participate more directly.
Can you go closer?
You're on your game today.
I mean, I have to be.
It's true. Yeah, when in public, you have to really be...
Veronica.
Keep your dog from jumping on strangers as they walk by, for example. Good management.
That was so good.
Yeah, tell me how training is going with her right now that we're moving.
I mean, look at her. She's all over the place, but she's being kind of good.
As we got closer, it was not lost on Veronica that her environment was more densely populated with people and dogs. Bree decided to address Veronica's excitement barking by pulling off to the side and reminding her what quiet means.
Yes. Good. She's being really good.
Yeah, she really is. It's amazing because you had the dog walk by, you had the crowd chanting, you had an airplane fly over all at one time.
So we've just been coming back here for like a minute or two. Yep. Good girl. And then when she seems like she's relaxed, then we can go back up there.
Right.
Then we'll probably come back. Oh, the motorcycles are coming again. Yes. Yes. Quiet. That's perfect.
So, you know, I mean, we've got dogs here, and Veronica here, doing a great job. Bree was able to successfully let her observe the dog and then call her back.
Veronica loves everyone, but we don't necessarily want her going up to everyone that she wants to go up to. Watch how Bree blocks Veronica's access to the people, asks her to sit politely, and look at her, all seamlessly.
That was the first time she didn't jump on someone that she could reach.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, but you really have to be on her.
Good girl. Okay, let's go.
Throughout our time at the protest, Veronica adjusted well, and she was able to act relatively calm in this extraordinary setting. After a long, stimulating day, Veronica needed some rest, and we needed to go out and have some us time.
So you're finally comfortable with Veronica being alone at the house while we go out to a prolonged dinner.
In general, Veronica's been really well behaved and non-destructive, and we've shown you how we've taught her to behave that way throughout this series. So we made the decision to leave her in our living room while we went out instead of leaving her in a crate, which seems to cause her pretty significant stress, at least now.
The feeling of like leaving her and not knowing if she's gonna be okay was really paralyzing me from even trying it.
Right.
But now I can check on her and I can see that she's totally fine.
Let's check on her now and see how she's doing.
She heard something outside. Hey, Veronica, can you be quiet? It's okay. Relax. Good job. It's gonna give you a treat. Look at Inertia.
We're gonna be sitting there at dinner and she's gonna have that propped up so she has a permanent eye on her. I just checked on Veronica. I was like, where is she? And I just discovered how good the zoom is on the Furbos. I was like searching for her, looking around, then I was able to zoom in and there she was. After going out to dinner, we'd be like,
Let's rush home now and make sure the dogs are okay.
exactly. There you go, you can see what's up. Veronica and Inertia are perfectly content.
Yeah, she's just sleeping in her spot, being totally perfect. And where's Veronica?
Right there.
Aww, oh my gosh.
All right, so she was barking for a second, but then she resettled. So this is also good data, not just for our own sanity, but it's good data to know how she's behaving when we're not there. As an instrument of science, it is fantastic. We're home. Dogs are up there. Inertia does this all the time, but Veronica has taken this to the next level. She's like pressing on the window. You're not used to us coming home. You're used to being with us so much of the time. Hello. Oh,
yeah.
you did so well.
Good job, guys. Thanks for puppy sitting, Inertia. Pass the test.
For those of us who have multiple dogs, keeping peace and order is of the highest importance. For example, many dogs might guard resources such as chews or toys. In fact, if you've watched Inertia's training series, you'll remember that guarding things was very natural to her.
Excellent. Love how she looked at them. She's focused on this.
Is she being protective? Is she gonna bite me?
I don't know.
Yeah, look at that.
Interesting. All right,
She's resource guarding.
In fact, this resource guarding was such a hot topic on my channel that some critics were quick to point out that I might even be responsible for these snaps taking place. In reality, many, if not most dogs, will exhibit this type of behavior, especially when they're young. And it is true that if unaddressed, it can take more time to resolve guarding behavior like this. But let me say that I've been so impressed with Inertia's social skills with Veronica and the other dogs she's known throughout her life. In addition to working with Veronica on her natural desire to potentially guard things, Inertia has been an ideal role model.
You don't have to share if you don't want Inertia. You can tell her to back off. I know you'll be nice. You're so sweet, Inertia. Good.
You just gonna let her take that? You can go get it back.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you subscribe, follow us on all of our social networks, I'll have links below, and sign up for a Pup Box subscription to make you and your dog's life even better. And we'll see you in the next video.